What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Adam Donegan YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, first day in Scotland. It's been pretty good. Went around Loch Lomond, and yeah, it's a beautiful landscape here. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, basically, guys, what I want to talk about today is loneliness. Now, this is something that I have definitely struggled with, and I think a lot of people do struggle with in today's day and age. I think we are the loneliest generation that there is. It's quite sad. It's very, very, very much very sad. I remember back in, my mom talks about her generation that, the kids were always out, like her and her friends are always out. They're always, playing. Um, my dad used to say, but, back in his day, they would always be kids out, always be people, going into each other's houses, getting to know each other, having a cup of tea, doing this, doing that. And now we're stuck on our phones. We're stuck on social media. We're stuck on our devices. We are distracted. We are isolated. And this is why I believe, honestly, like depression is so high in this day and age, why suicide is so high, because we lack that, that social connection. And it's definitely a problem. But I think that there is a line between being alone and loneliness. Because I mean, you can be in a room full of people. You've heard this before. You can be in a room full of people and you can still feel lonely. I think it's a sort of a state of mind, because most of the time, honestly, most of the time I am alone. I go to the gym alone. Obviously, I've made friends, and we've made plans to go out, so that's gonna be pretty fun. Um, but most of the stuff that I do, I make videos alone. I work out alone. I walk to the shop. I walk to the gym alone. You know what I mean. I eat my breakfast. I eat my food alone. Um, so I think there's a point where you start to enjoy your own company. Um, I can't be around too many people at one time. I mean, no, I can, but it's I sort of want to sort of, after maybe an event or something like that, after I've like spent the day with lots of people, I like to sort of retreat back into myself. Just sort of, just get back into, into my own mission. So I think this is very, very important, and part of the reason, obviously, why I, rejoined the church, because especially when you want to get closer to God and, closer to, to what you actually believe in, once you associate with people like that, you will become like that. And also, yeah, I mean, it's not being alone is, if not, it is better than most of what people are doing now. I mean, if you've had friends in the past who, like, who drink and smoke and, do all the degenerate behaviors that this world offers, you will become like that. Like, you sort of become the company that you surround yourself with. And if you're alone, and if you sort of detach yourself from that, you will lose a lot of friends. And also, the friends that you once knew would are going to be like so surprised, like, oh, Adam, like, are you really, like, going to go on this sort of way of life? You're not going to come to the bar with us. You're not going to come drinking with us. You're not going to come smoking with us. I'm like, no. I mean, I haven't really had that experience. I've had friends that just weren't good influences. So necessarily, like, I really don't think being alone is a bad thing. If anything, it's better. It's good. You can focus on yourself more. I think loneliness is sort of a state of mind. Um, but at the end of the day, we are social animals. We are social creatures. We thrive together. So I think if you are struggling with loneliness, I mean, especially when you're older, it's really, really difficult. Like, I remember my grand before she passed away. Um, when my grandfather passed away, obviously, she was still with us at that time, and them two, they were like that. They were married for 70 years, and afterwards, she couldn't recover, and I don't blame her. Being married to someone for 70 years, they were so close and, so in love. It is, really sad. Like, but um, I think that really broke her heart, and I think inside, when we are alone and when we actually crave that attention, when we actually crave that fellowship with people, it can sort of go out in different ways, and you could end up isolating yourself even more, going into really, just degenerate behaviors that we talked about on this channel. So yeah, guys, basically, my point is, just to conclude, I think loneliness is sort of a state of mind, um, in which that you can sort of differentiate loneliness from aloneness. Elliot House has talked about this, um, because I honestly thrive in what I do, in my work. I honestly thrive from being alone and just like focusing on myself, on my journey. Just like this now, just like me making videos. I mean, this is just me. This is, I am alone doing this. Obviously, I would love to, like, once I get bigger, which isn't going to be long. I know. I'm going to be collabing with people. I'm going to be meeting up with people. Um, you know, it's all about working hard on your journey, and you sort of attract things to you. So yeah, guys, I love doing these sort of rants. Oh, well, that wasn't really a rant. A rant is something that's like sort of talking about something that was negative, but this is not necessarily something that's negative. Obviously, loneliness is negative, but aloneness, I think, is something that's everybody should do, and you should learn to enjoy. Your own company. So yeah, guys, this is basically the end of this video. So yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and share, and make sure to subscribe to the Adam Donegan channel if you're new here. And thanks for watching. Peace out.